Welcome to my reboot, I guess, of The Outer Worlds. Not reboot. I'm starting a new game, which is great because my old game is gone. That's why. Dang. Whatever. Normal conversation subtitles because I can't hear. Yeah. Maybe you can't hear? I don't know.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
My glasses got shot. Alright. God damn. Alright, that was too rough. Alright, what do I want to do? I'm gonna go less combat oriented. I'm gonna leave this stuff at average, though. I'm not gonna take away. High sneak, medical, engineering, 3.5 health gen per second.
Stiff upper lip, even without all the ice.
Perception. You just make everything good. This could be a well-rounded character. Doesn't seem like the best idea. Melee damage, melee attack speed. I'm gonna do that, even though Hold on. Dialogue.
I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite.
Tech.
Look at that. A real scientist.
It's gonna be kind of rough for combat. I don't want. I feel like it's just stealth.
You certainly know your way around a Mac pick.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna be a classic rogue, I guess. Determination, plot, persuade. If we go back, science does improve your weapons and stuff.
At least you know the value of money.
Gender. I'm a boy. Oh. Yes. Whoa. That's me. That's it. That's the one. Didn't even have to go beyond that. That's it. Next. No. There we go. That's a good one. I just want to make sure I was right. Sly Gutensprech. And that's my stats. Not good at combat. Good at talking. Okay at other things.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Ooh, Sabauer.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
So I think the goal of this is to... I'm just gonna do missions as they come and try to not murder everybody if I can help it. I know there's some...
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now,
stuff
where were we?
you have
Oh,
to do,
yes,
but
the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the
we'll
landing
figure it
site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
very bright.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Alright. Also figure probably won't spend too much time pretending I don't know how to play this game. It's been a little while, but you know, we're gonna try and rush through this tutorial area until I get disoriented immediately for no reason. Heidi boy.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Ouch.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding's stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I guess we'll do persuade. What?
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo,
I should be reading
not
these.
counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Alright. Your dehydrated water. This.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
So I gotta settings control. No. Gameplay. Movement, gameplay, aim, block. Oh, they don't have a thing for. Oh, hey, look, it defaulted to my thing. GDD, companion move hold, that's gonna be said, that's good to know. Oh. Yeah, I'm absolutely not buying followers. That's super annoying. Cannot be rebound. Hold, follow. That's good. That's gonna be in here, but let's figure it out. Nope. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. Just gonna throw off everything from every game I've played recently. I have new item inventory. So yeah, inventory management. Weird fruit things. Ah. Is there a corpse remaining from the guy I exploded? Oh, there he is. He walked right past him. I think.
Break you! Make you bleed!
I thought that was me for a second. Where does it? That guy chunked, didn't he? I think his giblets rolled down the hill. Oh, you can just hold F and break stuff down. Cool, I did not know that. Oh. No, those aren't chunks, those are flowers. Oh, I guess that guy's gone. The other guy was like... Ah. There you go. Party trick. Crouch. Party trick? Yeah. Guess that man just gibletized and is gone from existence. There's a hand. There's his chunks. Armor management. This gives me +5 stealth. This gives me +5 tech. Their armor.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Wait. Am I a girl with a... I'm a female with a beard. Okie doke. Cool. Well. That's the thing I know now.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad.
What a
I'd
maroon.
slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he?
Still a moron. Hope I'm being nice to people. He'll make it.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Is this a theme I haven't noticed before? Hair and eyes matching in this game. Are you guys back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Our enemy!
Oh. Well, I accidentally killed some people, but oops. I don't know if I exit. That. I gotta remember to start doing that. Alright. Can level up. I have skills, I have perks, I have journal entries. Let's see. 10. Let's at least bump that up a little bit. And dialogue. Let me get my guns up a little bit. So I don't think anything. Adjusted skill values 12. Alright.
Please be informed that this vessel can.
I forgot the perks. No. Tactical time, dilation last line. Extra health, vendor prices, XP from. Can carry more. So you know you just use that. Oh, no, this one's not carry more. This is fast travel while encumbered. This is carry more. You're not slow. They're not slow. You're just fast. It's at 2 levels, right? Under 2 levels. This way I don't get stuck.
Contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
Oh, there you go.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Gesture procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Hawthorne. I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain. I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
Alright, so we're going stealth. Boo-boo-boo. And excuse me. I'll just throw that up there for S&Gs. What's my... Don't I get like a something? Attack speed. I don't think I have anything I really need to do here. Breakdown. We won't explore the whole ship right now. I think there's something up here.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Nothing. What's wrong? Where are my legs? I ain't got no legs. Whoa.
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here? Accidentally, brutally shot themselves, huh? Unbelievable. Second time this month. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
Yeah.
Is that an official Spacer's Choice spacecraft on an official Spacer's Choice landing pad? Do I look like an automechanical sanitation unit? The answer to both questions is no. You'll want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice.
And away we go. If I ran that far, if I ran this far in real life, I would probably die. I should start running again. Oh, this dude.
Huh? I...
Ambidextrine. That's a dead guy, that's a dead guy. Uh-oh, I'm low on ammo now. This is a pretty good looking game. And then when I look over at my other monitor, my laptop screen, not my other monitor, it looks so much better.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
The internet.
Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea. It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by them. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Low prices. I'm Alex.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship.
Hot.
I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Alright. I guess I'll not upset people by wearing... Does this make it Marauders? Yes. I don't want to upset people. I don't wish to upset the people in here. Dodge, I kind of wish they would institute a double tap feature instead of a hold feature. Like double tap. Tick tick enter. Tick tick. That we don't, you know. Or an option for. I don't want to go in the sick house. And. Oh. Shit. Oh. I gotta talk to this guy, I forgot. Come back here, Silas, whatever your name is.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Alright.
Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad,
West.
Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Alright. Is that just three? Alright, if it tells me
Conrad's
where
got a
they-
barber shop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Alright. Now I have quests. No volcano. I see. Don't need any shovels. I need this bottle, anti-grav bottle of whatever. Smash. Do takes 4? What the hell is this thing? Oh. Alright. Well, I won't be so sneaky in this, but I look pretty neat. I don't go talk to that guy again to see if he asks about my outfit. Hello, yes, this is a shakedown.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
So many
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Gotta go with the free XP.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Sounds like me collect dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
What do you mean, bro?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care if it.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Reception shop, so if this bad company's gonna have to cough for it. Call it for what it is. Destruction of Space Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. That was my best Phyllis G impression. Oh, that's not true. It was not. I lied. Oh, yeah, that's not right, I guess. That door don't open.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene.
You know about Eugene? How?
Any business?
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You're gonna have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Hooray. Alright, one little side quest. Portion done. Excuse me. General store.
And your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of saltine.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Just keep working.
Work fortifies the spirit.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of...
There we go.
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of scary stuff.
Worked all the way around.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Nothing I can...
I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Probably. Yep.
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Yep.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Oh, and then there's another.
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Alright.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
I'll leave you be. And then I'm gonna That's where people poop.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Why would I be making a mistake?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy.
How?
I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What you need?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
Well, there we go. So,
almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
The road.
I know how you feel.
I guess I'm gonna go to the highest bidder. Oh, that's free. That's not stealing. Trouble ticket. 655. 565. Turn on engine, try it again, kick the loader, Chris. To have him to intermittent of 8 steps, try it again, it makes a rattling noise. Tomato sauce. Work that. I know where I am. Not a bit. Yeah. I need some hacky bits. Could I combine the cheese and the sliced bread to make bread noodles? Last search. Indamati left Edward as a person, okay. Whoa. 5 passions, some bits. It's all very exciting. Wait, is this who house I think this is? I guess it would be. So been in this building now, so feels fresh. But now I know why it's not counting against me for taking any of that stuff. How you doing? So there's blue slips, pink slips. Yes, niche, you get hard. This is the potty. Yeah, just walk around the cannery, nobody asks questions.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Curious site fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Time to go steal again. Don't need any of that. Guess it's some free skin. Free skin. Shiny. From here, let's do this.
Please hold him. I need to explain this address. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct.
Tisk, tisk.
My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
What a row it was. You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
You have an idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
I need a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let me guess.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Did you say mostly abandoned?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What is price?
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good Lord, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alright.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yes.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Continue. Alright, let's see. Let's check out Parvati. That's 113, 120, still 113. Melee damage? No. Lockpick engineering. So, there you go. And 7. Yeah, better one than you got. Still weird that I'm. I should take for the armor rating. Alright, let's. You guys got any cool stuff? No? Oh, I don't feel like killing. Not killing this game. I'm a good boy. I'm a Sly. Sly person.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. sure it all comes together seamless in his own head. And I reckon he means well, for all that. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
I guess
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, ma'am. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Alright.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Stuff. Alright. And then I gotta go talk to... Make sure I'm still on this. Yes. Region. That is... I'm facing here? No, I'll figure it out. That's the way I want to go then. I want to go this way. It's so bright. I kind of like this as like the new like praise the sun guy. I just put the little on his chest there. Make them all.
Incoming! Everyone all right?
No. I have a small ouchie. These little baby Yodas just bit me. Just... Oh, I don't have bits and pieces for stuff. Alright. Skin tough salve. The centers in our midst. Real bad about that. Philosophists. The enemy seeks to destroy our way of life. Alright. Pterosaur, that's probably important. Plasma 71. Level 6, long guns. 80. 52 to 118. That's 84. This will be a slow shooting thing. Add jump. Add jump. There we go. So you think there's like a special artist that like is good at like signatures, like faking them, like just a
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Pay attention to this.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Why did you name him?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard. Hebs to Shirley. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Check out Jeremy's side. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Frozen dinner just sitting. Doubtful it's frozen anymore, but okay. There's some stuff in there. So I may have just briefly, not long ago, fired this up on the Xbox before deciding that I wanted to stream it for sure again. Because I did start streaming this before. Excuse me. And I enjoyed it. It's feels nice and Fallouty without being, you know, Bethesda. And,
You're fast.
It's not super like innovative, but I've really enjoyed the humor in it, and I just wanted to play through it. I figured if I want to start streaming again, this game's probably going to take me a while to beat if I don't just kill it. And then we'll see, maybe I'll beat it again, and I will kill everybody. I'm pretty sure I saw something that's really easy to beat. Absolutely.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine!
But I didn't get any further than I did my last
I'm talking about mechanical soldier.
I didn't get much further.
Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
You gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Him for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. You did? Well, color me impressed, soldier. Wish I had a dozen recruits with your gumption. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
All right.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Like
mechanical repellent. A stroke of inspiration from the law itself.
Man,
Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
I'll leave it be. So, Silas is over here, so we're just gonna go back over here. Oh, wait, I have a skills. I have 8 skills to do. I want to put 2 in here. And then I want to put lose hack? Does it make sense? I'm gonna give her this. So I have my hack. Competent cower duration. I feel like 30 is a good spot to be right now. I don't know. I don't know anything, man. Restricted items and vending machines. Let's do 4. I want their 4 in here for wait. Termination. Extra health. Other companions do special attacks. Oh, that's a good one too. I'm gonna go for the science zone. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. 20. That's that. Except we're gonna my inventory. 122 DPS. That's pretty nifty. 94 DPS. 37 single shot. 66 in a single shot. Ah! I don't want that. I want this. Stealth skill up. Then you have to give her. There we go. Long guns, handguns. So I guess I'm gonna just make. That's probably good enough. All right, let's move on. Let us move on, shall we? Boop, 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 boop.
Hey. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
No, I'll be polite.
Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
You
run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
1200 XP.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna snitch. I'm just gonna let that be. And there we go. Let's see what we got. There I die. I gotta go find the secret weapon. That's up yonder. That's completed. Stranger, strange land. What's that? Coming out the power. Alright. Alright, I'll talk to the biker. I can swing by the cantina.
They start asking you for... Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler. Spacer's Choice takes care of its own. They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
You guys any stuff I can steal? Had to pee. Pretty light, morally speaking.
What was that? Get him!
This guy's gonna ask me for shit too. It's not. Yeah, this one does? Yep, and figured someone would.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
I go around.
Hey, keep it down. That kind of talk's bound to put sights on the both of us. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble. That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
That sounds like my job.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Well, I tried.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
You read the latest.
1200 XP.
About that.
Yeah, shot cannon's pretty good. Let's take a look at that. It's 134 in the shock damage, which is better than that. And this does stagger. This does burn. This does stun. now we're gonna go back to Cavardi. We're gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna boop. Oh, wait. Medium. Follow distance. So keep her. She's close to me, she's farther away from the enemies, ideally. Which means I won't get hit.
Got it. Heads down.
Go with some bits. Bits. Didn't even check the room, just walk in and grab shit. Take a quick rinse. I want your tuna. Spacer's Corona, what is this? Not a virus, I hope. Haha, topical humor. Oh boy. Alright, moving on. So you feel like the...
Had your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
You first. Then to the north. Everything would probably be like RFID'd, so like you grab shit and then like walk away. And everybody knows you have stuff.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yeah. Alright.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Make her speak up.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Excuse me, I shouldn't be this tired.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Making that scroll.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above.
I want this skull. Look at it. So shiny. Alright. Onward and upward, or whatever. I wish to exit to the north.
Sure.
Oh.
Coming back.
What? Whatever. Figure it out. Still very bright. Cash medicine, that's in the community center. Deserters, geothermal plant to there. I'll talk to Dingus when I get back with the, I don't want to send me back. Like, if he has to send me back up, then I'd be mad. Do this. So my next two perks are, first is increased XP from her murdering, and then I think just faster walking speed in general. Because you know, trying to get shit done.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp.
See.
I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Alright. And before we go, I'm going to go here and I'm going to vending machine holds the sell junk. So I can do that now. Excuse me. Alright, use that. I don't need that. Let's see. I forgot that I had this new helmet that gave me +5 lockpick. Instead of +5 to one-handed melee. If I just get one-handed melee, but she could use the. There we go. Now let's go beat stuff up. Pretty good stuff. Whoa. Trip blade. It's not really good. It causes bleed. Oh, that's terrible. Old MacDonald had a trip blade, E-I-E-I-O. And with the blade, he killed a sprat, E-I-E-I-Ow. Energy. Cheers. Alright. Back up yonder hill we go. Okay, nope. There we go. There we go, now I'm getting it. You know, I specifically designed this overlay for this game and failed to realize I put the chat box right over top of the ammo. So maybe I'll address that at some point and slap that in the bottom center. I don't know, if we're gonna have the chat on the screen, it's gonna cover something up at some point. Pretty much regardless, so.
Here we go! Woo! Nice work!
Yeets. What's this do? Just a lot of armor. This wasn't the gun I thought it was, by the way. Don't worry about that later. If we're gonna deal with the rope, that's fine.
Let's go! Down they go!
Yep.
That's the last of them.
Right. Look, even more stuff. Nobody knows, right? Okay. Now we're just gonna snoop. Nothing. Okay. Alright. Inventory. Blades. 180 DPS. This uses heavy ammo. This uses light ammo. I think we're gonna throw that in the junk, that in the junk, that in the junk. Yeah, that's good. Oh, there's that. If you would come around, you can just shoot. Another big boy helmet. Protecting the branium. More Corona. Just for the record, that wasn't like.
Here they come! Oh, look at us! Real slick.
Yeah, it exploded that man.
I'm done.
No more range, bypass shots. Another assault rifle. Alright, there we go. Helm hooks. Snaking up on this guy. Gonna put a thumb right up his butt. Right up his bum. Oh jeez, there's two.
Here we go! That's gotta hurt. Nice one!
So. Savage. Oh, it's community center. I guess while I'm here, I should probably level up to skills. Long range critical damage. Heavy weapons. Alright. So my heavy weapon's actually low. I should probably not have that heavy weapon, you know. I want to get my stealth up to 40, I guess. Next target number. Medical engineering. What are your capacity special attacks? I just didn't apply that at all. You command perks. Your companions have a lot to teach about killing. Except already doesn't. Its character's current level. Alright. Bounce a bit. There's automatically, yeah. So if it automatically goes to junk, I wasn't sure. I have many helmets. These are buy. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Needs 5 of these.
Here they come! Everyone all right? Nice one!
Coward.
Easy.
No, read all that. Bit cartridge, mind control, sawed-off shotgun. Oh, I got through that, I guess. Fun times.
Here we go. Cut him off.
Murder, murder. I don't think I've got anything better. Plus 5 to 10. Plus 5 to tech. All these things up there. So we came in. Wasn't there another person up here? Wasn't there too? Oh, there was also this pile of person and another first aid kit, just in case. Oh. Great frilled mantic. Alright. Did I miss the room? Guess I could switch my... Was that the... Oh yeah, it's right next to it. You gotta get all the stuff. I don't need another stun baton. Who ate my lunch? I feel like I didn't get a lot done for playing for 2 hours. Faux windows. Real fake doors. Oh god. I'm a tired boy. I have to force my dog to go to the bathroom. He's been outside a long time ago, and he's just being a lazy bum because he hates the rain, and it's raining here. And he doesn't want to go out. But also, what I realize is, so a big complaint about like a lot of games. I'll say a complaint, but like a thing that I don't like about a lot of games is like you can never look in a window, right? Like they always like, oh, don't want to model the inside of the house, so they went about it kind of lazily, put like yellow light on the inside, on that stuff. Oh, but this, with that faux windows thing,
Great work.
they just like now it's just that's what they are. They're fake windows. You can't see in or out of them, so they don't matter. And also, like, if they stuck to it, there's nothing. I enjoy this detail. Bread noodles. Excuse me. The best choice, it's Spacer's choice. I've reached the botanical lab. Alright. So, hang out right here. We're gonna save the game. You save. There it is. Alright. So, that's that. I'm gonna call that a night. And, get ready for bed myself. Honestly, I'm trying to think. I'll be on probably tomorrow, not Saturday. Should be on Sunday for the draw stream, fairly early, not super early, 10 a.m. East Coast time, US, if you couldn't tell. What else do we have? Yeah. So like, subscribe, follow, whatever the, I don't know what they call it anymore. I guess it depends on the platform. This is getting sent to YouTube, so both. And yeah, come check the draw stream. Take requests. Join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna really try to start using it this time. I'm really bad about it. Check out my buddy Sartor, SARTOR _1874. He's supposed to be streaming. He streams with me. We do what we call Super Battle Brothers. Right now we're playing Warhammer 40k, Space Hulk, Deathwing, and for now. And then next week I'll pick this game back up, probably Monday. I'm still working on finalizing my schedule, but I need to get it done. So thanks for stopping by, and look forward to seeing you guys another time. Have a good one.